Good morning. It is Sunday morning and we have, I don't even know how many miles, but we got up early. The sun comes up at about 7:20 today. It's 6:20 right now, so we're gonna head out. It's only about 53 degrees, but we have our full enclosure. It's quite comfortable in the cockpit, and we ran the generator this morning for a little while to warm it up inside the cabin. And Aron's just checking our total destination if we go all the way to Deltaville today.
79 miles.
79 miles, so it's going to be tough. I don't think we'll make it all the way to Deltaville, but we're going to get as far as we can so that maybe we just have an evening sail on Monday, because Monday Aron has to work, so Monday will not be a sailing day. So we'll see how far we get. Any final words from the captain?
Oh my gosh, more coffee. Seriously, should we brew another cup right now?
Yeah, I'll get it going. Bandit's a little concerned about the early morning activity. Bandit thinks he's supervising us. All right, I heated up more water for the coffee.
You get the water line that you can rinse.
What water line do you have to do?
For the water, for the anchor rinse.
Oh, we still have to do that.
Turn the generator off and get the motor started.
You want me to turn the generator off right now?
Yeah, turn off all of the heaters.
Check that so the other ones are off. We have 3. That one's off. Here is already off. And now it's off. And here's how you shut the generator off. You just hit the stop button. Get the radio on. Grab the handheld. Up in the cockpit. And it's ready to go.
I don't think it's true, but our true wind speed is saying 0.
Because it's not working.
But we'll sail to whatever winds we have. Another new boat issue. Alright.
I'll go turn off the cabin lights and we'll start the engine.
Oh, we're just rebooting. Rebooting without any prompting. Let's see what it does.
That's how you pull the anchor up in the dark. There it comes, and we can start heading out. Sorry we woke you up.
Hey, don't forget to turn off your anchor light. Put your nav lights on.
Okay, we'll go. Getting to the end of the channel, and it's almost time for the sun to come up. So we left San Domingo Creek, and then we're in Broad Creek. As soon as we get out of here, we'll be back in the Chesapeake. Oh, after Broad Creek is the Chop Tank?
Yeah, and then Chesapeake.
Oh, I'm sorry. We eventually make our way to the Chesapeake. I guess after we get out of Broad Creek, then we'll be on the Chop Tank, and then the Chesapeake, and then...
Home sometime.
Well, not today.
So what I'd like to do is go ahead and turn the electronics off.
Okay.
Turn it back on.
So turn it off for like 10 seconds and turn it back on?
Yeah.
Okay. On it. Let's see if we can get our electronics working. That would be helpful. Even new boats are not without problems. I'm going to turn off the electronics. Wait about 10 seconds. Turn it back on. Reboots it. Is it working?
It must be on here. Yeah.
That worked?
So it's working right now on the IS. Alright.
Back in business.
That's all it's required. Just reboot. But then reboot itself a couple times. And the winds the way they are right now, we could sail not really fast.
How fast are we going now?
Well, with the motor on it's slow, and cruising speed we're going 7 knots.
It's probably motor for a little while. I mean, stop. Did I mention how excited I am about the full enclosure? I mean, seriously, it's like 55 degrees out. And the wind is completely blocked in the cockpit. It's just about 8 o'clock. There's a little light drizzle outside, and we have both sails up. It's a gloomy day, but not inside the cockpit. And now I'm going to make breakfast underway. And today's breakfast is going to be a fried egg sandwich. So I got 2 eggs. Okay, the eggs are done. And then I'm going to use the bigger pan to toast the bread. We're going to add a little cheese. And that's how you make breakfast underway. Turn the flame off, propane off. I made you a fried egg sandwich.
Thank you.
And I'm going to join you. It's about 53 degrees with light rain. Are we in the Chesapeake yet?
We are in the Chesapeake now.
I kind of lost track while I was down cooking breakfast. But we're in the Chesapeake. There's a few other vessels out here. There's some fishing boats. So we need to jibe so that we can head south on the Chesapeake here. Been dealing with rough seas. There's whitecaps out there. Thankfully we have our full enclosure because it's really doing a nice job keeping us comfortable and dry. We successfully tacked as we're headed down the Chesapeake. Going by the Calvert Cliffs again. It's fluctuating a little bit, but we're averaging right around 8 knots. It is raining,
Out there.
but not for us. We are quite comfortable and dry thanks to our full enclosure. Well, we rolled out of bed early again. We actually left pretty close to our scheduled departure time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sun's trying to poke out a little bit, but I love the contrast of the sky and the water. It's quite pretty. Still averaging around 8 knots. Hey there. Making cheesy tuna wraps for lunch. And all I do is I'm going to throw 3 tortillas and warm it up in the oven. So we're still sailing, doing 7 to 8 knots. This boat is quite comfortable, not heeling too much. Nice little wraps. And it's a chilly day, so it's nice to have something warm. 3 of them. And then I'll just put them in the oven. Oven's already heated up. They smell really good. Turn the oven off. I was just saying how comfortable it is to prepare a meal while we're under sail because this boat handles so nicely. So how many miles have we gone? Some miles?
We're at least 30. Winds have died down a little bit. And because of the wind direction, we're going a little closer to the eastern shore.
Well, we're making pretty good time.
We slowed down significantly though.
It looks like the sun is peeking out a little bit, but there's actually a pretty good sized band of rain moving our way. We've seen a couple other sailboats out here today. Still cruising along. The seas have not lightened up at all. Got a lot of whitecaps out here as we're making our way south on the Chesapeake, and we are almost to the crossing of the Potomac River. I took the helm for a little while so Aron could get some rest. We got up quite early today, and it's been rough seas all day, so it's a little tiring. And we've gone about 48 nautical miles, and the rain has begun. But in case I haven't mentioned it, we're nice and dry. We're nice and dry thanks to our full enclosure. Perfect timing. Getting it on just before we head south during the cooler months. Making our way back to Deltaville. Not going to make it all the way today, but we need to get back there so we can finish moving out of the condo. It's hard to see, but the rain is really coming down. In case anybody's wondering how the dinghy is doing, it is rough out here. It's still raining, and there's still whitecaps out on the bay, and we're still sailing. We've gone about 61 miles, and we're trying to decide how much farther we want to go. 6 o'clock this morning we left. It's now after 4. We've been out in this for 10 hours. So the question of the hour is, do we want to go 2 more hours or 3 more hours or 6 more hours and just get it done?
I have not made a decision yet. I want to navigate this tanker first and then decide.
Yeah, so we've gone by a couple of cool ships, but it's kind of hard to see them in the hazy rain through the enclosure. Anyway, it is out there. It's going to cross our path. And we are almost into the state of Virginia. We're just about through. We're in the Chesapeake, crossing the mouth of the Potomac River, and we're just about all the way past the Potomac River. It's been a bumpy ride. Not a good day for someone prone to seasickness. And our current speed is right around 7 knots. And the tanker is going at 14 knots. And it's about 60 degrees and cold rain. And there goes the ship. Are we gonna have to tack again?
Yeah. It's been a nasty day for sure. The rain, high winds, but the full enclosure definitely makes it a lot nicer for us. Makes it bearable, that's for sure. But we've run 75 miles, we got another 3 miles to go. My concern right now is twofold. One, somebody has to go out and drop the mainsail. But then the other thing is, when we get back into our anchorage area, I'm just hoping there's a spot to anchor. Because I know a lot of boats are ducking in right now, so hopefully it's a good spot for us.
Well, we've been cruising along, going anywhere from 8.5 to up to 10.4 knots. So we've made some really good time. We've done a lot of jibing, and we've got a map of that. Just getting to the channel here to Mill Creek, which is the one off of Ingram Bay, not the one off of Sullivan's Island. It almost sounds like hail, but it's not that cold. It's around 60 degrees, and there's been whitecaps and wind and rain pretty much the whole day. And we're just getting to the channel over there. You can kind of see it with the light on it. It's a little hard to see through the full enclosure, but we're not complaining because it's keeping us dry and it's blocking that cold wind. And we've been quite comfortable all day. We took down both sails and we're motoring in the final couple miles. And it's starting to clear, but it's still raining. I feel bad that you had to go on the bow to drop the mainsail.
The sails are down. The lazy jacks need to be fixed or rewired, rerun, because there's not enough on the back end of it to catch the sail. When it is falling down to the back end, it always falls over. It's good for taking it up because we can't catch on that, but I'd rather deal with that taking it up as opposed to having to fall down.
And our dinghy is still with us. There is the channel marker. That's a nice sight. Mill Creek. Here we are. And we got the spotlights out in case we got here after dark, but it looks like we're gonna just get here just in the nick of time and be able to drop the anchor before it's dark. The rain is supposed to be letting up, but it hasn't yet. All right, so we didn't get to the anchor spot before the sun went down, but here we are, Mill Creek, just off of Ingram Bay, and I think it's the same exact spot we anchored on the way up to Annapolis. And it's feeling quite chilly out there, so we're gonna get the generator on and make some dinner. We're having tilapia and salad for dinner after a long day sailing.